He is not allowed to drive any more cars, period. Are you going to buy something or not? I went to the dealership with my mom, who wanted to buy a convertible BMW. She had several convertible Saabs prior, a 9.3 and a 900 turbo. And one was red, one was yellow. And she loved them so much, but they had stopped making them. So she wanted a convertible car, and she wanted a soft top. And I had said to her, you really don't want a soft top, especially in Minnesota. You want a hard top, because over time, those soft tops tend to deteriorate, and you get wind noise and leaks and that sort of thing. If you're going to keep this car for a long time, which my mom does, that you're going to want to have something that's going to last a long time. So why not look at the new BMW 3 Series that has the foldable hard top, that convertible, the thing that would go into the trunk. And she's like, no, it's got to be a soft top. I said, well, just go look. Have a, whatever. So we go there and we get to this sales guy, and he's this short, stocky, very macho sales guy. And I'm not really saying much. And my mom is kind of talking to the guy, and I'm, whatever, not really paying much attention. And she's really adamant that there's a soft top, and they're trying to explain to him that they stopped selling the soft top a number of years ago, and it's only hard tops now, and she's very adamant she's got to have this soft top, and well, they can't find one. Well, sure enough, this is Minnesota in the winter. They have a BMW Z4 M Series sitting on the showroom floor, and it's this special blue color, like this pale, shimmery blue color. And it's the M Series, and they were talking about how amazing this car is. They also had an F430 that was sitting there, and I was, kid in a candy store, like, wow, look at this thing, cool. And I'm looking at it and kind of oogling and eyeing, and not really saying that I'm into cars or anything, but I'm just like, I'm admiring the artistry of the Ferrari and seeing how beautiful it is, and then look at the BMW, and I'm going, it's a very pretty car, and that's when the conversation starts. Oh, well, how powerful these things are. Okay. Dude. my Camaro made 600 horse. My Viper made 550 to the wheels. My current Corvette makes 580 to the wheels. I've driven cars in excess of 1,000 horse. I'm sorry, this is not a fast car. And that's kind of when car guy mode kicks in, have some experience. I don't consider myself a great driver, but I consider myself competent and quick. I'm not fast, but I consider myself a quick driver. My SCCA autocross brain kind of kicks over and goes, what do you mean? How fast this thing is? It's not that fast. He goes, oh, you clearly haven't taken it for a test drive. I said, I'm not really interested, but I doubt it's that fast. And he goes, oh, no, it's got the M-Power motor in it, inline 6. Oh, neat. Good for you. And he goes, why don't you take it for a spin and I'll show you what it's all about. I said, okay. He says, you can drive sticks. I said, sure. From the showroom, they open both the doors for me. We drive it out, and it's winter in Minnesota, and so there's slush and snow and ice. And we're driving it around, and I get up to temperature, and this really stocky, just, I'm going to tell you about cars sort of sales guy is there. And he's in the passenger seat. He's like, all right, the car's warmed up. Why don't you see what kind of power this thing gives you? Okay, it's all right. He's like, yeah, didn't you feel that? It's all right. 300 horse, give or take? He's like, well, yeah, it's about that. I said, okay. He goes, oh, no, okay, well, he clearly I'm not impressed by this. So he says, well, why don't you take a few corners? See how it corners. Okay. Again, former autocross experience. I'm going to go late brake into one of these turns around a corner, give it kind of a quick little flick, try to get the back end to come around a little bit, and I'm noticing that the back end's not coming out around. And I do this 2 or 3 turns in a row, and I'm noticing that it's not wanting to flick. And mind you, this is Minnesota. It's icy, there's snow on the ground, and it's wet. Why is the car not wanting to jerk the back end around? I am trying everything I know how. I'm trying to, give it the left-right flick. I'm giving it the throttle flick. I can't get it to do it. And I said, yeah, it might handle all right, but you know, I mean, it's just way too tight. You can't get the back end to go. And he goes, man, you're not really driving it. And at this point, I'm not driving it as hard as I possibly could be. And he says, no, man, go for it. All right, he's been egging me on for long enough. Forget it. I go into 10/10 mode. I hit one turn where it kind of came up to a T and I was going to make a right. I could see half a mile, no traffic. I said, perfect. I barrel into this as fast as I think I can humanly take this. Slam on the brake as hard as I can. Turn the wheel, still braking so that the back end will come out a bit, downshift, floor it, and that's when finally the ass end kicks out. It was a beautiful power slide through the snow and the mush and the gook and all this stuff. And I'm got my foot in it and I'm kind of coming around the turn and I straighten it out and I go, yeah, you're right, that was way better. And he goes, get out, we're done. Why? You told me to do that. He goes, no, we're done. You can't. We're drive back to the dealership right now. Yes, sir, no problem. Put it into third gear, fourth gear, driving it real patient, real slow. He storms into the dealership. I park it outside. We didn't drive it back in because it's gotten mush all over it now. I got to go get it detailed. And he walks up to my mom, and in full view of my mom and a bunch of other salespeople, he is not allowed to drive any more cars, period. Are you going to buy something or not? And that's when my mom says, I don't think so. And he says, fine, you can't come back here. I don't ever want to see you back here again. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I wonder how long you're going to be a salesman here. Because probably not very long. So my mom did not buy a BMW from him. She ended up buying a BMW from someone else who I did not test drive their car either. But yes, I was banned from driving at that BMW dealership, at least from that one particular salesman.